Here is another forged title or fraudulent title case that ended up with a dealership being shut down. But the bigger story is not so much that another dealer got shut down or another title fraud happened. It's how it was discovered. And this will help you if you're trying to get a title to avoid types of title processes that might get you into trouble. Here's the big takeaway from this story. DOT spokesperson in this state, the Department of Transportation, is who issues titles. The Wisconsin DMV routinely works with and reviews dealerships. This is the key. Just because you file a title application or a dealership doesn't mean that's the end of it. And if you get a title issued, you're fine. These title applications and title packages are reviewed on a regular basis. During the course of the investigator's work, he came across 168 vehicles that were problematic. The investigation led to the recommendation for revocation. So here's what happens. They use analysis. If you are a dealership, or in this case it was a dealership and also even a rim and tire business, Marywood Auto. And again, this is all alleged. This is not proven innocent until proven guilty. We're not saying somebody is a criminal. But what we are saying is that the DMV or title agency in your state will regularly review title applications. And if the title application is coming from an automotive company doing mechanics liens or some title company that's actually filing the title paperwork, they might notice a trend and find out that it's not being done correctly. So if you're getting a title for a vehicle, you want to make sure that you are the one that is reviewing and making sure your paperwork is correct. And ultimately, you are the one submitting it to the DMV. Because if you allow somebody else to apply for a title on your behalf, if there's an error, either intentional or otherwise, that's made, you may be liable for that title being revoked, or if somebody signs your name for you, somebody getting the title for your vehicle other than you. DMV reviews this. They're not just an agency that rubber stamps everything. They have investigative agencies that look into this, especially with mechanics liens. They'll look at a body shop that's applying for 20 mechanics liens a month, but only is remitting sales tax on $10,000 worth of sales. It doesn't add up, right? $10,000 in sales might only be 3 body repairs, but they're sending 20 mechanics liens a month. That place should only be doing maybe 1 or 2 mechanics liens a year, because not all of your repairs end up in a mechanics lien. They use investigative techniques. They're not stupid at the DMV. They know what techniques people use to try to evade proper title processes, and they keep an eye out for it. So before you use some kind of scheme or sidestep something, make sure you look at all your options. There are almost always legal, proper channels to do it. Like if you want to do a mechanics lien, if you're not a repair shop, sometimes you might say, well, I'll just pay my buddy that has an auto shop to do it for me. Just do a civil lien. A civilian, non-licensed business can file for a civil lien, or sometimes called a court order title. That's something you can use to get a vehicle title in your name without having to maybe take shortcuts that you might not want to take. If you have questions, you can reach us on our website. We'll be glad to be of assistance.